was a TV show back in the day that was called "Where in the World is Carmen San Diego?" Do you remember that show? That show I think was on PBS. Um, yeah, that was a show that I used to watch as a kid, as a younger person, and I remember that show because it was like a almost like a contest show or something like that. Like almost you had to figure out where she was based on clues, etc. And I only bring that up because right now you have a lot of things that are going on in women's basketball, and you have a team in Indiana that is getting ready for a season. They got the draft coming up literally in the next few weeks. Preseason starts beginning of May. First game of the season is like the middle of May, and it is now March 30th. And I don't know if this goes into this point, but I will say this. Where in the world is Aliyah Boston? Let's talk about that. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant. Powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, aka Rudy the Hammer. For those of you new to the channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Leave the comment. Let me know your thoughts. And for those of you who are back again, I appreciate your continued support of the channel. Leave a comment, like the video, all that good stuff. Definitely share it on your other platforms. Let people know about us. I appreciate y'all. One of the things that I've been very vocal about Aliyah Boston during Unrivaled and the player that she looks like she is not. And that is one that is interested in getting better at basketball. And I asked that question, I pose these questions because I see players that look like they're working and I see players that don't look like they're working. And Aliyah Boston is a player that doesn't look like she cares all that much about getting better. She just doesn't look like she has true interest in getting better at basketball. I get it. She played in Unrivaled. I understand. But I also know that Aliyah Boston was completely out of shape in Unrivaled. And she didn't really play well until, hell, the last game. And then they didn't play her all that much after the first half. And when DeWanna Bonner made her comments about Aliyah Boston, that was a call out to Aliyah Boston because Indiana needs Aliyah Boston to be a force in the paint. They cannot have a lazy version of Aliyah Boston on that floor. They cannot have a fat Aliyah Boston on that floor. And when I say fat, I'm being figured. I'm being relative to professional athletes. Most NBA players have six packs. If you don't have a six pack, you're considered to be out of shape. You might even be called fat. And it's one of those things that when you see the different things that are posted by the Indiana Fever and players working out, players shooting, players working together, players doing what they got to do to get better, and you damn well know that Indiana seems to post everything. What you don't see is Aliyah Boston. Where the hell is she? And I'm going to date this back because I'm on the Instagram page. Remember, Unrivaled was played on March 17th, the championship. And it was your decision if you wanted to play an Unrivaled. Mind you, even during Unrivaled, it was basically a vacation. You're in Miami. It's not raining here really at all the last couple months until today, actually. Today it rained like crazy. But you're in Miami for 2 months. You play twice a week. You spend half your week having cocktails, other half getting pedicures, manicures, hair done, nails, all that shit. And you practice maybe an hour a day, and you're completely out of shape on that court. You can't beat a guard that's 5'11, 6 foot tall, in a one-on-one because you have no ability to back her down. You can't get off the ground. You're out of shape. And yet, since March 17th, which was the date of the Unrivaled Championship, confirming that day because I'm looking at the Indiana Fever page. March 17th. Correct. March 17th. March 17th. That was 13 days ago. 13 days ago. Since then, there's been post after post after post. You got players left and right. This is March 19th. This is March 19th, Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark's working with Brianna Turner. New player on the team, working. She knows she's about to get that pass. That pass is going to be there. I'm going to tell you right now, Brianna Turner might be taking Aliyah Boston's minutes because if she runs the floor and she plays a more physical brand of basketball than Aliyah Boston, she's going to take her minutes. She's going to take her minutes. I would suggest you set the screen before you peel off. But this is what you got. All right? We can continue. That's March 18th. Went the wrong direction. Sorry. This is March 19th again. Caitlin's working with Brianna Turner. Well, that's the only picture of Aliyah Boston. That's when they're talking about the NCAA tournament. Let's find the photos. There. We got Kelsey Mitchell. This is on 7 days ago. That's the 23rd, 24th, whatever. I don't know how they base this. Kelsey Mitchell's working in the gym, in the lab, putting in work. Caitlin Clark with Kelsey Mitchell. They're putting in work. Brianna Turner, Kelsey Mitchell. Like, these players are working. And I'm not big on this practice shit. I'm not big on making videos about practice. I've said that before. But when you see teammates out there together, working together to be better, that's what you want to see, right? That's what you want to see. Sydney Colson, 6 days ago. This is Caitlin Clark, more routine, 6 days ago. You probably have all seen this by now. I think this is hilarious, by the way, because this is all bullshit. She didn't do all this in 40 minutes. She signed an autograph. It was 6:45 in the morning. Oh, God. She played a game for 14 minutes. She went to Iowa in an hour. This is funny as hell. Right? Look at this. Look who that is. That's Lexi Hull 5 days ago. So Lexi Hull, remember, she was on that team that won the championship on the 17th. So I'm going to be gracious, and I'm going to give you a couple of days. I'm going to give you... Sorry about that. Camera went out. I'm going to be gracious. I'll give you a couple of days. But Lexi Hull's in the building 5 days ago. So the 24th, 25th. Oh, look who's there. Brianna Turner, Caitlin Clark. They're all working together. They're trying to get better. They know what they got on their plate. Sydney Colson again, 5 days ago. This is now 5 days ago still. On the court, working. That looked like Lexi Hull in the background right there. Tell me why. Tell me why. Here's Lexi Hull working 3 days ago. Again, please. This is what. Let's see what day this is. 2 days ago, Sydney Colson. That's Lexi Hull behind her. You got players here that are working. They're gonna be ready for this. They want to be ready. This is voluntary shit. This is not camp. This is voluntary. These are pros being pros. Very important to be a pro when you're paid to be a pro. I don't know what this photo is. I don't care about this. Now, again, where the hell is Aliyah Boston? Here's Aliyah Boston. This is on March 19th, 2 days after her team lost in the championship of Unrivaled. 2 days. This is where she is. The best refresh. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why everyone's got heart eyes. These are all players for the most part. She's from the Virgin Islands. I get it. She could have gone to the Virgin Islands in November, December. Remember, the Virgin Islands, it's beach weather every day, 365. This is Aliyah Boston. Again, like I said, when I say fat, I'm talking about she's not fat. Clearly, she's not fat. I'm talking about relative to conditioning for basketball. She's not in shape. She's not in shape. She just showed us how not in shape she was. And it's really, really disturbing if you're a basketball fan of this team and you need your center to be good. Why the fuck is she in the Virgin Islands 2 days after she spent 3 months in Miami? 3 months in Miami. It's mind blowing. You need a rest. What are you refreshing on? You've been in Miami for 3 months. Your whole team is in Indiana. They're all working. They're all working. And you're in the Virgin Islands at the beach when you were already at the beach for 3 months. Like, I'm not here to say to cast aspersions against this woman, but goddamn, be a goddamn pro. You finished on the 17th, which means you were there the 18th. Clearly the 19th, photograph there, the 19th, you're posting it. You're not in any videos or photos of Indiana's workouts, and they post everything. DeWanna Bonner called you out for a reason. And we're seeing what that reason is. Laziness, work ethic, accountability. You chose to do Unrivaled. You chose to collect that check. And now you're choosing to not be in Indiana on March 30th when the draft is in 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I guarantee you she's at the Final Four. I guarantee you she will be at the Final Four on the desk. She'll be working for somebody on the desk at the Final Four on Saturday in Tampa because South Carolina's there. I guarantee it. So it'll be another week that she doesn't go to Indiana. I don't want to hear this shit no more, bro. Girls don't work hard. The woman doesn't work hard. She likes the bells and whistles of what she does, but she's never going to elevate herself or her game if this is what she thinks is work. People might tell me, oh, you're crazy, whatever. Nah, bro. They lost in September. She had 3 months where she could have gone traveling because she chose to play in Unrivaled. She had October, November, December to refresh the fuck out. because we know she didn't work out. We know she didn't work out because she looked dog tired in 10 seconds in Unrivaled. And now she's relaxing some more. If you want to know why this girl's not in shape, I keep calling her girl. She's a girl to me. She's 24. I'm 47. You want to know why this young woman's not in shape come week one? There's your answer. You want to know why she can't get off the ground in week one? There's your answer. You want to know why she can't run the floor? There's your answer. You want to know all those things? You got your answer. You want to know why she can't make a 14-foot mid-range jump shot? There's your answer. Because she's not going to be in shape. Because everything except for actually getting on the floor with her teammates is more important. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. But Indiana posts everything. If Aliyah Boston was in the building, she would have been posted. She would have been posted. She would have been posted. And she, more than anybody, needs to work with Caitlin Clark. She has to. But Brianna Turner might be taking her damn minutes. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You probably tell me I'm being too hard on her again, but I hold people accountable for their actions. And her action had her on vacation 2 days after she had a 3-month vacation in Miami. People, the shit in Miami was a vacation in which they had a 1 week off. In the middle of it. In the middle of it, she had a week off. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. That's all I got. It's Rudy's rant. Facts or feelings. Come on now.